The Melodic Pattern Sequencer in Cubase 15 makes creating melodies, bass lines, or melodic patterns fast, fun, and inspiring. Use polyphonic or monophonic modes, custom scales, step input, shape generators, and deep randomization, all inside the pattern editor. Let's check it out. To begin with, I want to play for you a little track so that you can see what you can do with the Melodic Pattern Sequencer. In this track, I've used the Melodic Pattern Sequencer to create the melodies and also the bass line. Let's have a listen. So let me show you how you can do all these beautiful things with the Melodic Pattern Sequencer. To begin with, let me show you how you can activate the Melodic Pattern Sequencer. Right here, I have a Retrolog instance. And the only thing I have to do is go here to my inspector and turn the events of this channel from MIDI parts to pattern events. And now, if I go and double click, I can create a pattern event like you can do with the drum sequencer. Now, if I double click on this though, with Cubase 15, you get two options. You get the drums pattern editor mode and the melodic pattern editor mode. So in this case, all you need to do is select melodic. And just like this, you can immediately start creating your own melodies in the melodic pattern editor. In order to do this, all you need to do is click on any one of these steps and you can create your own melodies. The great thing with the melodic pattern editor is that you can set the key right here straight away so that you are always in the context of the key that you want to write in. So in this case, I have C, Aeolian natural minor, and basically whatever note I choose here is going to be in this specific key. Right here, I can select my range. So let's go ahead and add some notes. And of course, I can pre-audition every one of these notes with the preview button. If I want, I can change the octave. And there are many different ways that you can manipulate these notes. If I go here and hover my mouse on the right edge of this step, I can click and extend it to make it a longer note. And there are many options that you have. For example, you can tie all the notes if you want to. So if I hit on tie all, you will see that all the repeated notes are going to be tied. And I can also apply legato to all steps. So you will see that all the notes are going to be extended to the next note. I can double the resolution of the pattern. And I can double the length of the pattern. Let me show you another way that you can input notes. I can go and create a new pattern, and let's start from scratch. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate step input, which means I can insert notes while playing them on my MIDI keyboard. So I'm going to activate step input, and I'm going to play. If I want to have a rest and leave a step empty, I can hit my right arrow key on my keyboard. And I can leave a step empty. Another thing that you can do with the step input is that if you hold the note on your MIDI keyboard and then press your right arrow key, you can just extend the note. And up to this point, we've been inserting notes in monophonic mode, but we can just as easily turn this melodic pattern sequencer into polyphonic mode, and now I can start adding more voices to the pattern. So let's say I want to play some bass notes here. Maybe add a melody on the top. So as you can see, you can create from simple melodies to really elaborate patterns. And it doesn't stop there because, of course, we can adjust the velocity of each step. We can adjust the repeats. So maybe I want to add some repeats here. And we have all the controls that exist in the drum pattern sequencer, like offset, probability, velocity variance, and gate. But the melodic editor is so much fun because you can actually control the different parameters of a synthesizer, for example. So I can just as easily go here to my add parameter and select filter. And now I can select filter cutoff. I can even select resonance, and I can even control the reverb mix. So let's go and start playing with the cutoff first. The resonance. And maybe I can have some reverb throws on some of the steps. If you wanted to recreate something like this without the melodic pattern sequencer, it would take a lot of work, but here it's literally a few clicks away. And if you want to get creative, there are many options. For example, I've created this pattern right here. I can start adding variation to it. I can click on the variation icon here, and I can create variations of the pattern that I just created. I can change the density. The other thing you can do is you can completely randomize patterns. So I can go and create a new pattern here. I can click randomize, and I immediately have a randomized pattern. And I can choose how much probability I'm going to have for the ties, for the repeats, and for the jumps. We also have lane controls that allow us to add specific notes. For example, every second step, or every third step, every fourth step. I can nudge the steps if I want to. And the other very cool thing is that we can generate steps by shapes. So let me show you. So you're never going to run out of ideas. Of course, all the usual controls are there. So if we want to add pattern swing, we can do this. And there's even a chord input option that's great if you want to create bass lines. So all you need to do is activate it. And here you can drop chord events or MIDI parts. And then the melodic pattern editor is going to detect these chords and create patterns for you. Let's drop this in. Now the melodic editor knows the chord, so I can say I want the root notes. I can click randomize. And you can see this is great for creating bass lines. If I select chord notes, the pattern is going to include all the notes that are contained in this specific chord, in this case, C minor 7th. Randomize. Or I can say all notes from the scale. Very useful. Once you've done creating a pattern, all you need to do is drag it and drop it into your Cubase project, and you're good to go. You can start arranging straight away. Last but not least, you can of course randomize the parameter lanes. Infinite variations. We've only scratched the surface of what's possible with the melodic pattern sequencer. From simple hooks to complex phrases, it's a powerful tool to spark new ideas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.